What up YouTube, this is GeoStealth1 and this is going to be a live unboxing with the SMAX, the SMAX in actuality. So I'm just going to wait for a few people to come in. I know a lot of people get their notifications coming in. I haven't been doing videos in a while, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. I have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. Just to give you guys a heads up, I've been acquiring a lot of stuff, but as you guys well may know, I don't really do too much during the summertime, so I'm just going to be experimenting with a lot of new RCs out there, and also what I'm going to be doing is a lot of updates and upgrades of primarily what's going on. Hillbilly RC, what's going on? Stefan Barr, what's happening? And then I'm going to be doing a lot of presentations of new RCs that I've acquired, RCs that I've had to fix up, and just a whole bunch of things that are going to be happening. So I'm going to stay waiting for a few more people to jump in, and I'm going to be doing giveaways as well. A few things have come into my possession to where I'm going to be able to give away. Mr. Wilson, what's going on? So just stay tuned. Like I said, Matt Yun, what's happening? Yeah, it's kind of like a mini SMAX. RC Monster Mash Studios, what's going on? So like I said in the beginning of the video, I haven't been doing RC stuff in a little bit. Kind of thought I'd take you outside for you guys to check out a few things. I'm just going to do an unboxing for the people that are here. I'm most likely going to be giving this away, so just stay tuned at the end of the video. Comment, and most likely this is just going to be given away. So let's talk about this RC, and I'll give you a little bit of details of the RC and the stuff that I've been checking out and doing a little bit of research on the RC itself. So this RC in actuality I got it from Cheerwing. They're from Amazon. They were grateful enough to give me a 15% coupon for you guys to go in the description below. You're gonna see a lot of stuff available for the RC itself, but I just wanted to go in and give them a great shout out. There's a link to the description below. Once the video is done, you'll be able to check that out and see, you know, and acquiring this. So why would I get this RC? A, it looks pretty cool. It looks like a mini SMAX. B, it gives you a lot of things that I'm kind of surprised a company like Remo Hobbies would give you. So let's start off with the visualization. The truck looks pretty awesome. As you can see, the size of my hand. Technically speaking, they're calling this a 1/16 scale, roughly the size of a mini e-Revo. It is a four-wheel drive, 2.4 controller. It is electric, and it's brushed, and it's water resistant. Here's the cool thing that I found out about it when I started doing a little bit of research on it. All the internal gearing is all metal. You got metal differential gears, metal spur gears, you got the metal drivetrain, and also you have the hex screws, which a lot of the companies, Dark Knight, what's going on? A lot of companies don't give you hex screws. They give you the Phillips head screws, but that's pretty cool that they're able to give you that. Also, they're giving you steel drive shafts and bearings for the RC as well. Let's go into the back. Now on the back, you're gonna see the 2.4 gigahertz controller. This is the internal part of the truck, which I'll talk about in a few, and a little bit of knickknacks that are going in there. So I haven't opened this up. I don't know too much about this RC other than it looks pretty cool. So we'll see what's happening right there. Any questions below? Like I said, the name of the company in the link below, it's Cheerwing, and you'll be able to get a description, and also there is a 15% coupon off this. I believe the truck is $89. I've seen a few MTC Cookie, what's up? Tookie, what's going on? So like I said, it's like $89 with a 50% coupon. I don't know how much that comes out to be, but definitely something to have in your arsenal, just to put around, you know, either in the garage or at home and stuff like that, or give it to your kid. But like I said, with everything, this is the stuff that I was interested in. Primarily this, all the metal gearing that's over here with that, which like I said, a lot of RCs that are this size do not give that to you. RC King, what's going on? So let me crack this bad boy open. There's a few things. I've seen a few videos on this, which is pretty cool. I've seen the guys drive this around, which that's also impressed me. But once again, I have to say the most impressive thing on this RC was the fact that it does look like a mini SMAX. So as you can see, this is the booklet right here. It's going to give you the instruction manual. Hillbilly RC, what's going on? Here's the instruction manual. I'm not too sure what's in this. I guess it gives you all the parts and everything for the RC itself, which we can read up on that later. And I guess this is all the upgraded parts that you can get with the RC itself. There are two different types. There is a buggy and there is a short course, and I guess these are the upgrades that you get with this. Here's one of your tools. This looks like an on switch. They're giving you a few body pins as well. So let me put that off to the side. And here's the truck. I'm gonna have to release the truck off camera because it looks like, well, here's the underneath part. I'm guessing right here, here's where the controller is. So I will talk about the controller real quick. Hopefully I can do this quickly because I know a lot of you guys are pretty anxious on getting something like this. So inside the box, oh, and it does come with a lipo, which is kind of surprising when I read up on that. So here's the power. What's going on, Miguel? All right, so I guess this is my lipo charger right here, which, no, well, this is the power supply. And, well, yeah, here's the charger, and I'm able to connect everything right here, so that's a pretty cool thing. I'll leave you off to the side. I'll take you out. Let me take out the controller, which that's it. For the people that just joined, I haven't been doing RCs in a little bit, so hopefully this is a quick introduction. Primarily what I'm trying to do right now is introduce a lot of new RCs to the channel, and also I might be giving this one away, so stay tuned for primarily that. So let me come across and look at the controller. All right, so the controller seems pretty cool. The one thing I've learned about this controller, which is, as you can see, this is for right-handed people, but if I click this, I can switch it over to be a lefty, which I've never seen that. Antonio Scott, what's going on? I've never seen that. So you can make this a lefty controller, or you click the switch, I can make this a righty controller. I'm shocked that other companies have not developed something like that, to where on the fly switch, if you have your friends come across and they're lefties, they're able to make it with their left hand and be able to utilize the control on that, which I thought was kind of cool. I ended up seeing a video like that. So Aaron, what's going on? I ended up seeing a video with that, and I'm like, oh my God, how come other companies haven't thought about this yet? And they have. All right, so as you can see, here's my all trim tabs and everything like that for the controller. This controller looks pretty cool. You know, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, it doesn't feel too much like a toy grade, but RC Addict, what's going on? Like I said, this controller is pretty amazing for the fact that you're able to make it a lefty side and a righty side immediately on the fly. Me, I'm a righty, so I would need it like that. It does take 4 AA batteries, which you connect right there. Most of them just take all 4 AA batteries right there. So let's go into the truck. I gotta cut these right here. That should release the beast. And here we go. I'm throwing all the stuff off the camera right now. So this is the little SMAX. So if you look at it, it looks, now you guys know I do own the bigger version of this, but I mean, even down to the bumpers, I mean, it's pretty amazing on how it looks just like it. As you can see here are my steel drive shafts, which is pretty cool. It has a good size to it. You know, I'm pretty shocked. Wow, this thing looks pretty awesome. I'm kind of impressed with how they set this little guy up. 1/16 scale RC, and like I said earlier in the video, it goes for like $89, but there is a link in the description to give you 15% off on the RC itself. So something just to put around in your house is pretty cool. It does come with a LiPo battery, and let's take off the body pins and check out the internal parts of this truck. All right, let's with the body right there. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, this RC is water resistant. Let me see what kind of comments we're getting right now. Lewis, what's going on? Damn, it's been a while. Yes. Aaron, what's going on? Antonio, what's going on? H1 PP1 ENO. Oh, I don't know how to even say it. Miguel, what's going on? Joel Ross, what's going on? That's good. Hillbilly RC, nice. Hello. MTC Tookie, what's going on? Stefan Barr. So I'm trying to read all your comments that are coming in, but I'm gonna come across and give you a little bit more details on this RC. It looks pretty awesome. I mean, it does have the center drivetrain. As you can see, the diffs are in the front and in the rear. The tires feel really nice. Here's where your servo is. It seems pretty solid on the servo. Now, this is the interesting part. This is in actuality my servo. What is this considered? For as 3-in-1 smart integration system. So I guess that is everything. I'm not too sure, but it is water resistant. So I'm looking at the brushed motor, which is over here. It has a pretty cool cooling system right there. We have Dean's connectors right here, and this is 1500 milli. Let me see, 1500 is light. Well, light icon, I guess lipo. I'm guessing. The shocks have aluminum on the caps, which is pretty. Usually, you would have to do a hobby upgrade with that, you know. Yeah, it's the receiver and ESC combined. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I know a few other companies that are doing that, but I'm kind of surprised that they're doing this on a smaller version with this company. Everything seems pretty nice. I don't have. You know what? They already greased up a few things on this RC, on the diffs, on the drive shafts already, which is kind of cool. Kind of surprised. Usually companies, you know, have you do that. And as they said before, everything is you need an Allen key to work on this RC, which is pretty cool. Like I said, a lot of companies, you know, are still utilizing the Phillips heads. It's cool that a company like this would hook you up with an Allen key set, which primarily anybody who's in the hobby utilizes that. Robert, if you're looking to get one, in the description below, it's an Amazon company called Cheerwing. I believe they're at like $89, but they are giving a 15%, I guess, coupon within there. It's in the description below, so you're able to pick this one up. Like I said, this looks like a mini SMAX, but it is built really. I mean, it's pretty solid. If we look underneath, here's where the battery strap is. It doesn't. I mean, it looks like it does have a little bit of a good height to it. I'll do maybe a run video with this. I'm not too sure. I don't feel any oil, but I'm pretty sure you're able to put oil into this RC. From what I understand, you should be able to put oil into this. So this definitely seems like a cool RC to obtain. It's kind of interesting because I'm looking at the internal part and the way the wheels are set up. These are Allen keyed wheels, which I've never seen before. The threaded. It's weird. I see all Allen, all the hex right in here. I don't know if you're able to see this. Let me focus in on this a little bit. But internally in the rim, they're all connected like that. So it's kind of interesting on how they did that. I think they took their time in setting up this RC. And from what I understand, you are able to change this from a monster truck to a short course vehicle to a buggy. So from what I read up on, you know, I'm not too sure what initially you need to do to, you know, transform everything, but I wanted the monster truck for personal reasons and stuff like that. So this seems like a pretty cool setup. I like primarily what they did. As you can see, this is kind of like a new setup. Everything is all opened up over there. I'm in the backyard and stuff like that. So that's primarily what I'm doing, you know. kind of thought I'd bring you guys outside, primarily what I'm doing. So just to give you guys a heads up, there's a lot of new RC videos that are going to be coming out. Like I said, during the summertime, I do not do much RC videos because I do go on to my other hobbies like motorcycle riding and stuff like that. So that's primarily what I've been doing during the summer times. If you guys have ever watched any of my videos, you'll notice that I do not do that during the summer times. So like I said, I thought this was a cool RC for you guys to acquire for the reason that, well, I'll give you 3 reasons why I kind of thought this was a cool RC for you guys to acquire. Even if, you know, you're into the hobby for a little while, or you're just starting, or you have kids that are into the hobby. Reason number 1, it looks like a mini version of an SMAX, which is pretty cool. Reason number 2, it seems like the way this is built, it gives you a hobby grade RC and a lot of upgrades into the RC. For a low price, you know, because usually you have other companies that would charge you anywhere between 120 and up for an RC this size. So I think the price point on this RC, which gives you the metal gears, which gives you the metal the steel drive shafts, which gives you the aluminum caps, it does have the lipo in there, it does have, you know, it's water resistant and stuff like that. It gives you that at a good price point, which I kind of thought that was kind of cool on there. I think my all-time shocking part of this is this makes you have right hand and then one switch off, and you're able to make this a lefty, which I think is kind of cool, you know. So now, you know, whoever, I mean, there's a lot of people that come across that are lefties and stuff like that, and this has been a big problem in the hobby, to where a lot of guys, I mean, a few companies have made that, but just to have it immediately on the fly where you just hit a button and then you're able to play with it, you know. You know, a lot of kids don't have that opportunity to come across and utilize their controllers, and they're kind of, you know, go with the same status quo that's out there. So this is a pretty cool controller. Like I said, you know, just to give you the internal parts, you have all your trims and everything like that, and how you set everything up. So that's a pretty cool feature that this has. So let's talk about, you know, the name of the company. The name of the company is that makes it is Remo Hobby. Like I said, I think they did really well with this tiny 1/16 scale truck. It's a good entry level RC at an excellent price point. I know there's a lot of other companies that are out there that are doing RCs this way. Let me see. RC Monster says, "I am a lefty, which stinks." On Tractor's controls. Yeah, it does stink on that type of scenario. But this is definitely cool to have around the house. I mean, I do have a few 1/16 scales and 1/18 scale vehicles, you know, that I own as well. And at a price point, I definitely had to check this out. And, you know, I will set up a drive video with this for you guys to see the speeds and everything like that. But from what I understand, it's pretty quick. I've seen a few videos out there that they show how quick this RC is. So definitely check it out. Like I said, the name of the company is Cheerwing. In the description below, you'll be able to have that. From what I understand, there is a brushless edition version. I believe so. I'm not too sure. But definitely check them out. Definitely try to come across and utilize the 15% discount that they're offering for this RC at a limited time, which is I think a good deal. You know, from the $89 that this RC is, you're able to get it on a discounted price. So that's something cool to look into once you are acquiring, you know, an RC out there. So can you buy the controller separate from Antonio? I have no idea. I want to put a VXL3 system in that. I believe you can. You would definitely have to check up on the company if you're able to use a brushless system. Even a castle system to throw into this, because it does have all metal gears. Kind of bouncy. I think it does need oil. I'm gonna probably go do a little bit of customizations onto this before I start driving it and stuff like that. But I'll do a video without me customizing it, and then I'll do a video with me customizing it. So hopefully this video was informative to you. I'll leave you guys with a few things. If you guys want to ask me a few questions about the truck, I'll be more than welcome to answer it. If not, then I'll let you guys go. RC Monster says, that car would be so fast on 3-cell. Yeah, this car would definitely be fast on 3-cell setup. I mean, like I said, it is a good size. It is a good size vehicle, you know, to set up on a 3-cell. And it does have a lot of the metal internal parts to it to handle that, you know, because most of the other companies are not utilizing those type of components would, this gives you steel drive shafts onto there. So that's a cool feature. Hillbilly RC says, good to see you, man. Well, I'm glad. Like I said, during the summer times, I primarily do not do videos and stuff like that. But like I said, during the winter times, I do a lot of videos. So hopefully this type of introduction to an RC will help a lot of the RC enthusiasts to not initially go with the status quo that's out there right now, and gives a separate option to a lot of people, who do shop online for RCs and stuff like that. So with some shock oil, great alternative to the 1/16 scale. Yes, this is definitely a good alternative. I mean, I want to see how this drives. I believe you can get oil in these shocks, so hopefully I can, and be able to check that out. And like I said, I'll do a video. I might, I'm thinking about giving this little guy away to a deserving YouTuber. I'll probably make a little contest and stuff like that. I'll pack it all back up and do what I need to do and stuff like that with it. Oh, that is another thing. That is a good question. This is a 4x4 truck. Okay, if you didn't get to watch the earlier videos, this is a 4x4 vehicle. I'm gonna come across and show you the internal diffs onto this. And if you look closely right here, that is the drive shaft that's right there. If you guys can see that, I don't know if you guys can see that too closely, but that is a 4x4 vehicle, which I guess under really good conditions, when you're utilizing a monster truck, they should all be 4x4s. I mean, it's awesome to have a two-wheel drive where you're skidding everywhere and stuff like that, but there's nothing like the power of a 4x4. Okay, RC Monster, if you can put shock oil, you could probably put possibly. I mean, the shocks, I think the Teton shocks might be a little bit too large, possibly. I'm not too sure. So, but yeah. So, like I said, here's a few things that I found out about this. Like I said, when I just opened it up, it looks like these tires. Now, mind you, these tires have foam inside them, which is surprising. I wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. There are foam in these tires. It's not empty, so smaller than Tetons. Yes, they are. So there is foam in the tires, which is cool. Let me see what else. I mean, this thing seems pretty awesome. I'm kind of surprised with all the stuff that it does give you. I mean, like I said, I am going to hobby it up, as they say, as soon as I do my first maiden drive on it, and see what happens from that point on. Hopefully you guys will be interested in stuff like that. If you guys do pick up one, send me a message or Instagram me at GeoStealthR1. I would like to see that, or give me an email at geostealthR1@yahoo.com. Here are the up and coming things that are going to be happening. Updates and videos of my boats. Updates and videos of how destroyed my SMAX really is. Like, it's really bad. I'm talking about rusting, broken arm, there's a lot of broken stuff. So there's going to be a lot of updates and upgrades, on stuff like that. So hopefully, David, what's going on? Yeah, Mama Monster. This does have the internal components to handle the 1/16 scale or 1/18 scale. It's one of those brushless system into it, so that would be a good additive piece. And it already comes with DIN connectors on the controller. So Fox Games 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on? Can you put oil in the shocks? I don't know. I mean, I haven't been able to check that out. It looks like you can, judging by, let me see. Yeah, I think you can put oil in the shocks. I'll find that out on a later video. I do want to drive this around, see what's initially working with this RC, and see primarily what I can do with it, at this point on. So definitely a cool RC to obtain. So hopefully this video was informative to you. Once again, like I said, if you're looking to acquire something that's definitely not the status quo, and also something that's inexpensive, and something that I own, and think it's pretty cool, I think this is something that you would be able to acquire. I mean, it's a good entry-level RC. I mean, on the box it says for 14-year-olds and above. I mean, we're all 14 at one point, right? But it's pretty cool. Like I said, the reason, you already know what the big brother is for this thing. So Yes, Foxy, but that is the SMAX. So I think it's I think it's a pretty cool RC. I mean, I'm kind of surprised other companies, you know, that have the bigger version did not come up with this, but it is what it is. Like I said, once again, before I let you go, challenge: make it do 100 miles an hour. The thing to make this do 100 miles an hour, this thing would fly before it even came across and did 100 miles an hour. I mean, to even attempt something like that, I don't even know if the gears would be set up to that, but it would have to be lowered like this, foam tires. I don't even think a system would be able to fit in there to even do that. The body would have to be cut out to out here. Yeah, that would be a project. I mean, definitely good for the company, I guess, you know. But like I said, if you're looking to get something like this, it's thank you for having faith. If you're looking to get something like this, like I said, it's Cheerwing on Amazon. The description is below. It's 15% off right now. The truck goes for $89. It gives you a lot of things that you need when you're utilizing something like this to put around in your house and stuff like that. And for the price point, you know, you can't go wrong. So hopefully this video is informative to you. You know, I'm glad to have been able to present something like this to you guys, just something different. Like I said, I'm going to be busting out a lot of videos continuously and introducing new RCs, new companies that I'm coming across with. I know a lot of people have been wanting me to get HPI. I know a lot of people have been wanting me to get LOC and stuff like that. So stuff like that's going to be happening very soon. But I wanted to give you just a sample on different other companies that are out there, you know, for a lot of the guys that just want something to put around with and just don't want to, you know, spend the money and stuff like that. So this is definitely something cool to get. It's a 4x4, you can't go wrong. Anyway, hopefully this video was informative. Rate, comment, subscribe, and tell my fellas up on YouTube. Later.